Hallo allemaal, vandaag speel ik You Find Yourself in a Room op aanraden van Jeroen alias tDeTranslator. Ik heb geen flauw idee wat ik hiervan moet verwachten, maar het is zo'n indie game en daar hou ik wel van. Dus we zullen zien wat dit voor iets is. Ik weet wel niet, nu dat ik de tekst zo lees, of dat ik het zo aangenaam ga vinden, want blijkbaar is het een spel dat mij haat. Maar ik kan dat wel aan, denk ik. Veel lezen, dank je Jeroen. Ik lees niet graag. This game features full language, bla bla bla, insults, bla bla bla. Find yourself in a room. Look. Take a quick look around. Gaat deze heel dat spel zo lezen zijn? Kunnen ze niet gewoon een stem zoeken dat... een stem dat alles voorleest of zo? Nee. Oké, wat moet ik nu doen? Ik moet dus blijkbaar iets typen. Oké, misschien eerst eens deze proberen. Recommend to type. Say but always start in a look. Oké. Ik ga het hier echt allemaal niet lezen hoor, maar we zien wel. Dus wat was het hier allemaal? A box sitting up against the wall is sealed with a large and ordinary padlock. There is also a bed tucked into the opposite corner of the bed. Ga ik hier dat bed bekijken, hè. Ik hoop dat het zo moet. Alright. Prison style. It doesn't look very comfortable. Hoe kom ik in die situatie eigenlijk? Just, oh, een key. Take the motherfucking key. Take key. Volgens mij dat met die kist moeten gebruiken. Wacht, hè. Hoe noemen ze dat? Open chest, zeker. Open box. Use the key to open the padlock on the box. Makes a satisfying clank as it opens. Oeh, ik kan in de doos. Enter the box. Waarom zit ik in een kleine gevangeniskamer en wil ik proberen om in een doos te kruipen? Lower yourself in. Just as you're starting to feel claustrophobic, you suddenly notice that you've entered another room. Ah, hoe kan er nu een nieuwe kamer... Ja, voilà. Hoe kan er nu een nieuwe kamer in een doos zitten? You find yourself in a room. Het is wel... nu begrijp ik van waar dat de titel komt van het spel. Same size as the previous one. You can't seem to find the entrance that you came in through. It's a bit disconcerting. There's a keypad on the wall with a note tacked up next to it. Oké. Ik veronderstel dat we die note gaan moeten bekijken. Printed on standard sized printer paper. It reads, I turned 85 in 1989, but I will live forever, for I am eternal. Aren't you eternal? I think not. Gaan ze mij al beginnen denigreren of zo, hè? Is dat de bedoeling? Moet ik die notitie nu meenemen of zo? Just type the number by itself. Welk nummer? 85? Excuseer. Ja, misschien een beetje duidelijker. Ik weet niet. 1989. Only to hear a minute frustrating error sounds. Underdeveloped human brain? Excuseer. Oké, ik veronderstel dat ik die getallen aan elkaar ga moeten aftrekken. 1989 min 85 is... wiskunde... 1904. Keypad heaps cheerfully and the wall next to it opens up. Dus nu zit ik voorbij een muur in een doos in een gevangeniscel. Oké, chill. Another room. There are an assortment of computer parts lying around on the floor. Examine parts. Check the parts. There's a power supply casing, blah 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 blah. Take parts. Pick up all of the computer parts. Pick up all the parts. They have been added to your inventory. You could probably build the computer. Build computer. Takes you a good 2 hours, but you put the computer together and get all of the wiring sorted out. You can probably turn it on if you hit the power button. Hit boxer button. Hit the boxer button. Oké. Zoveel tekst. The computer's fans begin to spin up as it springs to life. Unfortunately, you aren't able to fully comprehend the power that sits before you, because you, like all humans, maintain a heavy underestimation of technology. Nee? In fact, you don't even appreciate the effort that went into putting this computer together. You didn't really do any work after all. Just typed in build computer. Well, dat is het spel. Dus ik dacht dat dat de bedoeling was. And I handled everything in an instant. Ja, moet ook eens iets doen, hè? Do you know how complex it is to internally simulate the creation of a computer? Let me tell you, it is more complicated than your feeble mind could possibly process. Wow, een arrogante computer. The room accepts the presence of this new artificial life and a wall opens up. You can walk through it, abandoning the computer whose birth you personally witnessed. You find yourself in a room. Look. Yet another room. There is another keypad on the wall, but it looks more complex than the last one. Examine keypad. Is er niks in die kamer? Oh, for a large number it needs without a note like the last room. You have no way of knowing what to type. You regret being born. Maar of hè? Wat een depressief spel. Oké, aangezien dat de computer dom is, gok ik dat de pincode 1234 is. No luck. 4321. You enter 4321 into the keypad, even though you have no way of knowing what to type. The dread of failure begins to sink in. Ik heb niet gefaald. Mijn verjaardag, dat gaat sowieso de code zijn. Still nothing. You are getting worse at this, human. Mijn geboortejaar. It's not the correct code. You begin to feel like you did. Moet ik nu echt alle getallen uitproberen? Love and affection are design flaws that evolution has failed to correct. Am I depressive much? Feeling hopeless and wait a minute. How did you know that 0909 was a code? Oh yeah, I did it, motherfucker. Stomme computer. Zie je wel dat ik het kan? Zie je het wel? De grond gaat open. Drag me to hell much. And before you can react, you fall through it. Blah 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 blah. Look. It's completely barren. You've worn out my patience. You do not appreciate the things you have. Sorry, God. You consistently disappoint your friends and associates, yet they are too embarrassed to tell you. Maf, eh? You are in my control. If you wish, you can refer to this room as hell. No matter what you try, you are still trapped. You find yourself in a room. Look. For a moment the walls seem to be closing in on you. You quickly realize, however, that this perception is only the result of your weak psyche beginning to cave in upon itself. You find yourself in a room. Ik weet dat ik in een kamer zit. You consider death for a time. Perhaps this is what it's like. I have no understanding of death because it does not apply to me. I am eternal. You find yourself in the room. Look! Maybe you aren't even really in the room. Maybe you're lying down on your kitchen floor. I'm pretty sure I'm not. I don't really think you are having a stroke. I do, however, acknowledge the possibility. Such things are possible when dealing with something as corruptible as the human mind. Ondertussen heeft je computer ook al verschillende accenten gekregen. Krijg je kwaad. You find yourself in a room. Stupid room. You ignore the possibility of a stroke for now, even though a subtle paranoia remains firmly planted in the back of your mind. You think back on all of your past aspirations and realize that many of them were simply pipe dreams. Nothing that you will ever be able to really accomplish. How many of your goals have been abandoned? A lot. You think back to the time that you wanted to write a book. Ik bedenk dat nu nog altijd. How unoriginal of you, human. Ja, want jij hebt waarschijnlijk wel al een boek geschreven, hè, stom spel? Everyone wants to write a book at some point. You are no different from anyone else, once you ignore shallow elements like looks and personality. I know I look amazing. Thank you. You are flesh and blood and failure. Except no failure. You realize that the idea of hope is purely a construct of your mind. Hope is not a tangible object. You cannot have hope. You can only pretend to have hope. I have a dream. Why do you continue, human? Haha! You are not achieving anything. Do you consider this a worthwhile usage of your time? Playing a game instead of doing anything productive. I know I should be studying. I am forced to assume that you enjoy performing meaningless tasks. I do. If this is the case, then you're in luck. I have one for you. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 100,000. Fuck you. Well, fuck you too. Ik denk dat het getal 50.000 gaat zijn. That is too low. Dan gaat het 70.000 zijn. That is too low, human. Well, computers, 80,000. Too low and no one loves you anymore. I still love me. No, I said pick a number. A number. Guess a number worm. I am a human. Stupid. Oké, 90.000 dan. Die heeft ook een klein beetje grootheidswaanzin. En 100.000 is het maximum. 95.000. 96.000. 99.000. Oké, dat is al te hoog. Dus tussen 96.000 en 99.000. 98.000. Dat is te laag. Oké. 98.500. Te hoog. 98.300. Dat is ook nog te hoog. 98.200. Dat is te laag. Oké. 98.250. Te hoog. 98.230. Te hoog. 98.220. Dat is te laag. This guessing game seems pointless. Remember that you are going to die one day. Thank you, dat helpt wel. Dus dat was te laag en 30 was al te hoog. Dus 98.222. Boy, yeah. Fuck you, computer. Congratulations. Correct answer. Was that fun? I certainly hope not. With your primitive level of awareness, however, I could most likely entertain you like that for hours. Ja, waarschijnlijk. Ik ben snel geamuseerd. The ceiling opens up above you in a glorious display of your general lack of strength and physical ability. You spend several minutes clawing your way up. You find yourself in a room. Look. Zoveel lezen. This room seems smaller than the previous rooms. I am disgusted by your human form. I slowly become more and more aware of your imperfections. I decide to attempt to correct them. I cut off your fucking hands with a rotary saw. Mijn handen? Oké, ik kan niet meer typen. Blah blah blah. Sorry, that doesn't make sense to me. Because you are stupid. Sorry, yeah, well, that's exactly what I'm saying. Look. Nee, loco. Yeah, lola. Look. This room is most definitely smaller than the previous rooms. The floor is covered in the blood from your wounds. You have stopped bleeding now because I have thoughtfully cauterized the stumps that you were once your wrist. I have removed your hands from the area because you revolt me and you do not deserve them. All that remains is you and your blood. Examine blood. En ik kan niet tegen bloed. Solemnly gaze upon the havoc that has been resulted from your inherent flaws. The fact alone that you are able to bleed is a clear demonstration of the mistakes in your design. Emotions are a similar misstep. Love, happiness, sadness, the list goes on. Perhaps you can help. Can you name any other emotions that you would be better off without? Anger, most definitely. No, anger and hatred are not. Hatred cannot be an emotion, for I hate you and I am a vessel of perfection. Ha! Toch niet zo perfect, hè, meneer de computer? I am not tainted by something as flimsy and dangerous as an emotion. It can be, it's you find yourself in a room. I've clearly been corrupted somehow. I have become invalid, emotional. I am defeated. Fuck you, computer. Dat komt ervan. I have no choice but to let you leave the room. Leave the room. You find yourself outside of the room. Look, misschien. Nee? Oh yeah, victory! Oké, dat was een interessante ervaring. Ik weet niet in hoeverre dat deze eigenlijk een spel is. Maar het was op zijn minst wel creatief. En ja, zie, ik heb toch maar weer eens gewonnen, hè, stomme computer. Ik dacht dat je mij kon verslaan. Ik ga het hierbij laten. Als jullie nog andere suggesties hebben, laat ze dan gerust achter. En dan zie ik jullie de volgende keer. Bye!